deep into homeschooling. This is our new curriculum we're coming out with. This is Storybook reading. This is Storybook 1 of 10. And as you can see, it's simple and clean. I'm going to walk you through some of the steps. We're going to learn our letters and their sounds. This is A. It says A, aw. This is C. It says k, s. And on down the line, we have also added a web page, which I will link to below the video, that you can go through all of these on our website and learn them as the teacher and the child. O says ah, o, oo. This may be a new experience for some people, seeing that the amount of sounds that single letters can have. S is a common one. People don't realize it says s, z, so it has multiple sounds, and that really matters to having great reading skills as you get older, being taught all the sounds. So we're just starting with 10 letters, and then they're going to learn to write them if they can. We want to learn to say the sounds, we want to learn their names, and we want to learn how to write them if they're at their level. Throughout, there will be small teacher boxes, clean and unconfusing. You'll read this to your child. Then we get to reading. Now, these are just simple phrases because we will get to stories eventually, but we have to learn some letter teams first before we can get on to stories. So we're just learning simple phrases, easy to sound out. These are written just with the letters that they've already learned, those 10 letters. So this is dog, on, mat. It'll help your student read. We'll go through these phrases, and then we're going to be writing the words that they just read. D, aw, g, dog, and then they can write it out. And that's how they're learning to read. They're learning to read phrases. They're learning to spell the words that they just read in those phrases. And so it gives them all the different learning. It's auditory, visual, and is kinesthetic, which is just fancy for hands-on. The handwriting is the hands-on part, and it's often skipped. You know, children really need the hands-on for reading and spelling. So here we are, we've got some more phrases. You'll notice immediately here that this is green. That's because this is saying its second sound. So if I went back up to the top page, you would see that we've color-coded our letters. So their first sound is going to be blue. So it's blue here because it's saying ah. Its second sound is going to be green. This says A, and we know that because it's green, which is its second sound. Third sounds will be in red. Fourth sounds will be in orange, and so on. The code is there at the beginning to help them see. And again, here we are writing. And in these blocks, you're also color-coded. So the color coding is uniform. It's in the phrases and eventually stories. It's in the spelling. So it's there so they can say, oh, this is going to say its second sound, A. I know that because there's a color coding. Here we go. This is the next 5 letters they're going to be learning. Again, we're seeing these colors. And you'll be surprised to see that I has 4 colors because it says 4 sounds. It says I, E, yeah. So depending on what color it is in a story or phrase, you know what sound it's making. Here we are again, we're writing and we're reading. The color coding is there. S is saying its second sound, Z. Okay, and then we're writing. And then there's going to be a review at the end. So this is an inside look into the first one. We're only covering 15 letters in Storybook 1. When we get to Storybook 2, we will cover 11, and that will be the entire alphabet. In Storybook 3, we're getting into letter teams. We have 49 letter teams in English. That might be a very surprising number for a lot of people. These are 2 or more letters that are teaming up to make a sound together. And it's really important because they are in so many words. We need to know those letter teams so we can sound out words correctly. All right, this is the review at the end. When you've reached this box, you know that you are done. And again, this is Storybook 1. Thanks for watching.